Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome along. Hope you're all good. We should have some games down there. Yeah. Happy weekend. Hope you're having a good one. It is Sunday morning. It is still dark outside here in New Zealand. But I'm sure whatever it is, wherever you are, you'll have some sunshine. You'll have rain. You'll have beautiful clear skies. You'll have dreary skies. Whatever it is. Happy to be here doing some farming with you. So welcome along. We are on our Alma, Missouri server, and we have some harvesting to get done. So I'm going to leave the playground and swimming pool behind. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. It's probably a bit cool for a dip. 15 degrees, yeah. I'll steer clear of that. But we've got, what have we got? Look, see. 1, 2, 3 fields. So a couple of soybeans in there. And what have we got over here? Is that sorghum? Yeah, some sorghum there in 39. So looks like everything's all queued up and ready to go here in the beans. So we'll make our way over there, see what's going on. If I can enter the vehicle, there we go. So let's have a look. I have got my steering wheel set up, but Chinook, Hanson, and Chris is floating around somewhere too. See him. He's probably off being productive while these two are just outstanding in their field. There he is. He's down over that way. See, being productive, doing something. Not like these two clowns. They're just they're ski crows. They were trying to keep the crows out of the crop. Definitely, I think it worked. Right. I'm going to jump up in here. Question why we're going the wrong way around the field, but it is what it is. Right. So, steering wheel. Let's get things set up and going in here, I hope. It's all worked. Things are really quiet. Right. Let us power things up. Remember my buttons on my farm stick. So far so good. Now what did I have? I had that one. Turn the lines on. We've got our cruise control. Okay. Happy days. I'm loving this lines on and off thing. So there's a cool mod came out this week with which didn't disable your guidance steering lines when you went in reverse. I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of a handy one. So here we are. I'm going to get rid of that auto drive window because we don't need that. I'm going to bring up my mini map so you can see the does it need to be up? Look, yeah, I'll put that up there so you can see our yields, you can see the simple inspector, see what everyone is up to. But good morning, nice to have you all here. Welcome to the stream. I haven't got that on live chat, top chat. Let's change that over. There we go. Right. How you doing, Dylan? Good to see you, mate. It's a shame you can't join. Would have been fun to have you here. Maybe another time. Hey, Randy. Good morning. Welcome along. I've still got my roadcraft prompt up there. We'll have a chat about that. Randy, good to have you, mate. Good to see you, Chinook. Good morning. Welcome along. Thanks for jumping in the server, getting up nice and early on your Sunday. John, good morning to you too, mate. Welcome. And the second of the scarecrows, Hanson. Aloha. It's a traditional Dutch greeting. Traditional European greeting there. Aloha. I'm aware it's Hawaiian. It's Hawaiian, I know. Being facetious. And there he is. Chris is here too. Off being useful. Alright. The only Hawaiian I know is pizza with pineapple on it. Discuss. That'll get people riled up or not. Is this going to turn the corner on its own? It is. Let's try and figure out if this was too sharp, but it's not. Beautiful. Right, we're 80% full. This is actually yielding really, really well. We must have done a good job with preparing the field and getting everything done on it. It's good. Why is that? I see those. Let's turn that off. Line popping up. Right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to get to the end of the field here. I'm going to do a 180 so that, because I don't think we're going to make it around to where the, no, we're not going to make it around to where the field started, so we'll do a second headland. Going back the other way, are we set up with multiple headlands? Probably not, actually. Oh, let's go through and put 3 on. Only 2 because of those tight little bits at each end. Alright, figure out what's happening. Good morning, Share. How are you? Alright. And let's press some buttons here. One of these. Good. So one of these will put my pipe out. Alright. Let's get some CRC or something on this pedal set. It's kind of squeaky. That comes through on stream anywhere. Hopefully not. Oh my goodness, this. Oh. This thumbstick on the. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the thumbsticks on the task stick. I'll get it on my way back. I'll get it going around the other way. Yeah, I've had a lot of people complaining about those thumbsticks on the task stick, which is a little bit annoying. Wants to do its own thing. These ones on the Hori steering wheel are really good. No creep or all, but they're also a different style of stick, so whether that's the issue. I don't know, these are more like your PlayStation ones with the big ball and socket type joint. You're heading into 5 days off, or you're into 5 days off. So, nice. Nice. How's Stella? Stella's good. Stella's getting big. Still growing. She's been good. She's been very, very well behaved, mostly. Old thing in that way. What's going to take us? There's a bit of work in here. What work to do in here? We're up to $353,000. We've got a couple of line contracts running. Let's just have a squiz. What are we looking at with product? We've got soybeans. What month are we in? Currently May. That's actually going to work out really well because we've got a swag of soybeans already. We're going to have a whole lot more to sell. So any value is there in there? Nothing, it just all adds up. A bit of wheat. Everything else is for the cattle and animals. They're just sort of leftovers from contracts probably. So what are we? We're not yielding too bad, are we? I'm just looking at the little yield monitor that's on the harvest monitor that's up there in the top left corner. Is the 99%? Is that yield percentage? Are we harvesting 99% of max yield? It'd be interesting to see if it changes when we go into this next part. Into the different soil types. And there we go. So we got a little spike and now it's dropped back down. As we went between. So yeah, it must be a yield percentage. Let's just see. We've harvested 1.1 hectares, total of 94, doing 3.1 tons per hectare. Currently harvesting at 89% of potential yield. Big field though. I think last live stream we probably planted these beans. So, well, what did we do? We rolled after the planting. They were planted during the live stream. They've kind of gone full circle. Don't get a spike in yield just in the corner, do we? Really? Might have. I'm going to go around this corner too. And tidy this little bit up. Yeah, then I'm going to miss a little bit more. Typical. Typical. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Hodge1, how you doing? Hello, farming friends. Great to see you, mate. Welcome along. Hello to you. Having a nice weekend? Now, for those of you who are interested in following along with the Starship program by SpaceX, exciting to see that there might be a launch this weekend. This week, not weekend. Been eagerly anticipating the next one. It's going to be around, well, scheduled for midday, around midday New Zealand time on Wednesday. Looking forward to catching that. A beautiful day where you are today, Hodge. Nice. I'm optimistic it's going to be a beautiful day here today too for us. We've had a really beautiful few days. At kids football yesterday, it was, what was it when I was driving to football, it was like 2 degrees on the way there. And it got up to a beautiful, I don't know how hot it got, but it was beautiful in the afternoon. It's one of those days where just appreciate life. It's good. It's bank holiday weekend this weekend in the UK. That it is indeed, Share. I had seen that. We're going to go another week without any work on North Frisian with FSG this week. I think he may be away for his birthday, or he's away for some reason. It was his birthday the other day, so possibly because of that. Sure, the farmers are out in full force today, seeding what? Probably. It's a nice time of year at the moment because you get the cold mornings, the nice days. Everything's nice and green. The leaves are changing colour. We've got 2 big trees out the front of our place. They're pecan trees. They're identical trees. They're probably 20 metres apart. I can guarantee one of them will lose its leaves all month before the other one. So one of them's sort of throwing leaves everywhere. The other one hasn't dropped one, or hardly any. So one will be just about naked before the other one's even thought about dropping any leaves. It's quite bizarre how it works. Just freehand around this edge just a touch. It's not going around that corner for me. What's that? No, I just think it was too tight a corner for it to follow the lines around that one. It's been following them pretty well so far. 1:15 PM for you in Saskatchewan. Lovely, lovely. I saw like Mike Mitchell, they've pretty much finished all their planting up that part of the world. And like the Welker brothers who are up sort of near the Canadian border, they're all done. Alright, what's Hanson looking at? 22. Steer assist, yeah, force the angle. No, I've only got 20%. You having a nap, were you, Yoss? Good morning, mate. How you doing? Lovely to see you. When are we going to build some more Lego? I know. I need to finish the telehandler off. I actually need to get in touch with the company that made it. Maybe it's the thing I can do today, because I'm pretty sure the battery they sent me is faulty. Tried charging it. I'll give it another go, maybe later today. I'll just double check, but I was trying to test all the battery functions out and it didn't want to work for me last time, so maybe it's a, I don't know, faulty battery pack. I might send that, see if I can get a new one for that, because I'm going to need that to be able to finish it. I can probably finish building it with the battery pack in place and then swap them in and out. But you're right, I do need to get back into doing some Wednesday Lego building. I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do for the next little bit, whether we keep doing some roadcraft or jump back into something else, back into some farm sim. I think I'm going to stick with the roadcraft. I've got a little plan, a little project I'm going to do to try and make some actual videos on that too. I'm just working on my first one, so I'll be interested to get people's reactions on those, because they're a little bit, obviously, very different from the farm sim videos, because it's a different game, but also different in the format for them. So very limited on what you can do. It's amazing when you jump into a game where you can't hop out and run around like you can in farm sim, and you can't adjust field of views and hide the full HUD and all those sort of things that you'd love to be able to do, that you just take for granted in being able to do in farm sim. Yeah, roadcraft, yeah. Chinook's just saying it'd be great to be able to walk around. Absolutely, I'd love that. To mix team up. We still need that to move. Can use a normal trailer. Alright. BSDN, how you doing, buddy? 42 months as a member. Thank you so very, very much for that support, mate. Awesome. Thank you. Very much appreciated. I woke up. This message wasn't sent. I've been playing Fallout 4 share. Nice. I actually reinstalled Grand Theft Auto on my PlayStation during the week. Completely forgetting. So I loaded it up and I'm like, I've got no save game. I'm sure I should have a cloud save game for this. Completely forgetting that I installed it on my PS5. Grand Theft Auto first came out on the PS3. Can you believe that? Bonkers. But yeah, no, roadcraft's been fun. Been enjoying it. You got approved that the veterans admin for skin removal surgery. I go in for that on Tuesday, so hopefully I'll finally be able to see the abs all week. Oh, awesome, mate! Congrats. That's awesome, mate. It's awesome. All that effort you've gone to, and you'll be able to be rewarded for it. GC. It's even more of the changes. That's cool. Very happy for you. Saying in New Zealand, do the mahi, get the treats. It's basically mahi is Māori for work. Do the work, you get the treats. You're definitely definitely in that window now for you. Very happy for you. Right. Tidy up this edge of the field. Come Human's a good game. I haven't played that one either. I'm enjoying sort of a little bit of variety. Oh, that's cool. Had a swap for someone who did the work and didn't get the gastric surgery on meds. That's awesome. There you go. Evidence hard work does pay off. I'll snap onto there. I don't see any rows. Right. That should be us done. So, oops. Keep on forgetting which way on my toggles is on and off. So I think I'm going to keep down to about here. See if we can find a row back in the other direction. It's going to be this one here. Chinook and Hanson are busy discussing the management additions. They don't mind. I know. I'm squaring the field. I'm squaring the edge of the field off. Okay, Jay, how you doing? Sure I said hello to you already, but we'll say hello again. Good map. It is a good map. Yeah. Nice one to play on the server. I tell you what map I'm so torn. So I've had a look at Judith County. Judith County? I'm thinking Ray County. Judith Montana. Oh, goodness, I don't want to even say that one. Judith, the 4x map that DJ Modding's working on. So I've got a copy of that I've been having a look at. Still, hopefully by the end of this weekend, he reckons he's going to have a pretty much full version ready for last bits of testing and things like that, which is pretty cool. The time and effort, like having now spent time building a map, the time and effort that guys like him must put into these maps is just crazy. Like he must literally spend a whole weekend working on it. It's incredible when you look at it, and I know what I've had to do to get to where I am. It's very, very cool. So I'm torn between. I had this plan to do something on Ashton Corners once MRG made it precision farming. He'd put a custom soil map of that in there. But then I saw Judith coming. I thought, oh, big 4x map, that could be fun. And then FSG did the map tour, map preview of Ray County and that from No Creek Farms, and that just gave me instant original No Creek vibes, just in the terms of its simplicity and that. And I was like, which one? Which one to do something on? Judith Plains. Thank you, Shadeslayer. I knew it wasn't just Judith. Judith just sounded weird for a map name. Judith's a lovely name, by the way. I'm not saying Judith's a weird name. It just sounded weird saying it. Right, good. They're all around. Chinook can quit complaining about me not unloading. Pretty psyched about it, but not looking forward to the 4 to 8 weeks of no gym time. Oh, I can imagine. Imagine. It's alright. It'll be worth it in the end. Good morning, Mrs. Frothel. Good afternoon to you. How you doing? Lovely to see you. I'm still can't figure out why these notifications aren't working very well. It's just something about Streamlabs. It's not playing ball. Excuse the croaky voice. I don't know where this has come from this morning. Listening to the stream in the car, Tate. Hello, buddy. Good to see you out for a drive with Auntie, are you? Thanks for tuning in, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. You should make it even more enjoyable by joining Discord and sitting in chat with this lot and listening to them. Is my map going to be on Mod Hub Share? I have every intention of making it on Mod Hub. I want it to be a Mod Hub. I don't want it to be purely... It's fine, just pull across in front of the $1 million combine, Chinook, no worries. He zooms out when he's not doing things, and he has no excuse. Yeah, 100%. I want it to be available for all to use. Okay, we just spent $500,000 we didn't have. Don't worry, it'll buff out. Right to the tippity top. Actually on the right one. Right. Rip this open and get into it. It'll buff out 100%. Will it include malware that will wipe out your collection of horse pictures? I would try YOS, but there's a limit on how many gigabytes you can erase in one go, and I think your collection, the size of your collection, did exceed that. So, as much as I'd love to be able to completely remove your favourite stallion photos, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm sorry. I know you're disappointed. What I do want to figure out is how to make, I need to convert my New Zealand fertiliser pack over so that at least PC players can have some New Zealand branded fertiliser to play with as well. Yeah. I know. G'day Gold Gaming, good morning to you, welcome along. Howdy. Welcome along everyone else as well who has joined in the last half hour. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday morning here with me as we harvest some soybeans on Alma, Missouri, one of our multiplayer servers. Always good fun. Still relatively in its infancy, this server. There's something to do. We've got three fields lined up to harvest today. Let's have a quick look on the map here. So 2-1, so we're in the biggest one at the moment. We'll go on to 1 next because that's soybeans. And then time permitting, we'll wrap up here on 39, which is a field of sorghum. Let's have a look there, you can see those there. I'm just curious, is the grass? There's a grass field, but it's not actually showing up. The thing is. So definitely with this bigger bit of equipment, Like a combine gets through it reasonably fast. Not sure, is this the 45-foot header? 40-foot header. I'll find the name for it somewhere. I'll be able to tell. This is cool having all the things on this, the buttons on the joystick. You feel like an actual combine operator. Click, 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 and you're off and going. It's great. Let's just go have a conversation with Nightbot. And I'm going to go through and turn that one off and turn that one there on. There you go. So what we went through that, actually just looking at our yield through this spot, we're 124%, so yielding really, really well through here. Nice dark green on the map. Proper good. So that is going through this loam. It's a low yield by weight, but that's offset by the price. I was just comparing the yield percentage. Potential yield potential. It's interesting how soybeans have sort of shifted. Soybeans used to be almost the golden cash crop. Not so much anymore. Now, no spoilers. No spoilers, but hands up who's binge watched all 4 episodes of Clarkson Farms so far. I haven't watched a single one yet, but let me know if you've managed to find the time to sit down and watch them all. Looking forward to doing that. We've done 3 today, so one to go, or had you watched one already? Started watching it last night, James. Nice. Wouldn't it be great? You know, that would be the ultimate dream. I know, obviously, the name. Oops, turned off. Yeah. The name Clarkson is enough to attract a lot of viewers, but can you imagine having that much hype for a YouTube series? That'd be pretty cool. Making 39 a grass field. Okay. It's a little bit here, aren't we? Yep. Oh. You'll catch up, just don't want to spend too many hours watching stuff. That's fair. That's fair. I like your direct drill mod that came out, Yos. Converting all the planters and seeders to direct drill capable. It's very nice. I'm the one person who likes it, one person who's rated it. Yeah, Dixie Cat hanging out with you tonight, Share. Nice, nice. Hey, Ben. Welcome along, buddy. Thank you very much for that £2 super chat. Incredibly generous of you. Again, you're getting the notification on screen, but absolutely no audio is coming through with that. I'm going to have to basically, I think I'm going to spend some time and have to rebuild all my notifications and alerts. It's frustrating. Brr. I think getting through this field pretty quick, aren't we? Are we half done? Oh, easily half done. Easily half done. to Plains and Prairies in just over a week's time. It's exciting. Also, on the same day Plains and Prairies are released, Truck World Australia is releasing their first haul. I'm going to call it a prologue. It's a bit like a prologue. I think it's going to be free on Steam, but you can sort of replay the game a little bit. I'm guessing it's kind of like a prologue beta, even though it's been in beta testing for a few months, and I've spent a little bit of time playing it. Unfortunately, wasn't able to share it or anything like that. It's purely beta testing, but it's exciting to see. Exciting to see that coming out. I think there's a lot of potential for that game, and nice to see one focused on not quite New Zealand, but this part of the world. But yeah, Plains and Prairies, big equipment, gonna be good times. Shame there doesn't seem to be any real improved gameplay features coming with it. It'd be nice to have those, but it's beautiful being out in the middle of the field in the combine. Alright. Let's just have a look on the map. I can see those line contracts being done. That must be that one there that Chris is battling through. We won't see. That must be what he's doing there. BR Gaming, how do you find what to talk about doing videos? In what regard? I just spout verbal diarrhea sometimes. I just talk about what I'm interested in, whether it's farming stuff, whether it's something that's happened in the community, whether it's something that's coming with Giants, whether it's something completely left field like talking about rockets being launched. Just like talking. Sometimes I sit here and I sort of forget because I've got Chimmick and Hanson are in Discord talking. It's kind of, you're listening to what they're talking about, and you get distracted because you start focusing on listening to what they're talking about, and you completely miss the rest of the conversation. I've missed a row. That is a row, shame. Gonna be tractor right here. So I'm gonna turn into. Yeah, I know there's another bit missed over there. I'm gonna go get it. You know what I'm not going to miss is the side of your tractor in a minute. I could count. Might work for Mr. Beast, Yos. Tell you the lottery numbers. That shit. Find out if I won a few $1 million last night in the lottery. You had the option to use GPS in 2022 and you just declined. So that's not a good legitimate excuse, I'm sorry. Refuse, fair enough. Yeah, debatable. Yeah, it is quite ironic that you can understand the ins and outs of operating a passenger aircraft to the maximum realism Yet you can't figure out a simple trick to GPS. He stole the virtues of the JCB brand. Great telehandlers, great wheel loaders, tractors are crap. Jayhawk, there you go. Does that cover it? Dot the I's, cross the T's? Hanson must be taking care of animals or something like that, I'm assuming. That's the official Yoss message. That's his, just watching. There's a mod for you, Yoss. Yoss's messages. Put some sunflower oil in. Might need to add in some, you know those games where you used to, like, is it The Sims, where you go, like, you've got your stamina and your health and your fitness, your emotional well-being, all those kind of things. Massage Messiah. We don't have any a bigger header on this. This all looks pretty short. Looking at it there. All right. Let's see. Where is that row? I bet you that row is only a. I'm gonna go all the way down. Oh, where does that one go? Yeah, the one I want to be on is that one there. It's the quick UI one, that one that brings up all the things on the screen. I've seen the screenshots of that, but I haven't actually looked at it. Any good? Player skills, yeah. Get a massage and improves your, it increases your harvest speed. Your cadence, your combine gets an extra 2 miles per hour when you've had a massage and you're relaxed and things are going well. Haven't installed it, looks too crowded. It'd be alright if it's an alternative to bringing out the menu, right? I'm assuming you press a hotkey and it pops up on your screen and you can just click on something. I'm guessing that's how it works, but I don't know. It's funny you get a little patch like this, which... No, that wasn't even seated there a different way. Why on earth is that? It is from that. Oh, okay. Weird. More running in results in increased speed. Yeah. If you don't teleport, no teleport, you get more speed. Why not? Elder, good morning, mate. I did see you there. How you doing? Craig as well. Hello, welcome along. You haven't paid much attention in recent months. That's because you submit a mod and you wait months for it to be tested, right? Out of curiosity, when did you submit your direct seeding mod? Approximately. How long did it take to go through the testing rooms? I can see the train. Last week of March. Okay. Did it go straight through testing? Did you get any fixes, or was it just tested and released? I'm curious because my sheds I uploaded on, I think, the 15th of April, which would mean still another couple of weeks until hitting the testing curve based on your experience. Put it straight through, yeah. I was looking across this map. I now have a new appreciation for maps. This one's interesting because it doesn't actually have a very clear and obvious map border. What does it? Does it have at the border? Like it's got a little bit of grass in there around it, but then it's just trees the whole way around. Which is what I don't want to do, because that's just not... We don't have trees lining everything like this does. Not a lot to check. No, there wouldn't be a lot to check with scripts. 100%. Understand that. But still, if it's tested in order, last week in March, so yeah, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, talking about map borders. Figure out a way to make mine look good. Ocean on one side of the Misty Mountains on the other. And Doom. It's funny how many people have commented about New Zealand being Middle Earth. Like, Lord of the Rings movies were, well, we had The Return of the King, which was the third one, premiere in 2003, I think it was. So I was looking right in the central Wellington, and we had the street parade and that for that go right past our house. I was watching it on TV, 6 floors up, in an apartment, and it was happening outside. Weird. There was so many people around, they wouldn't let us in our street. They would not let us go down our street. Like, I lived there. Oh, there probably is a lot of trees. 100%. I imagine there is. That's what I mean. I'm going to figure out how to do it on my... I don't have that luxury. Okay. I like the suggestion of having Gandalf as an NPC though, Joss. Maybe I could put Gollum under the bridge. Just build a wall around it. We're a bit more liberal than that. Okay. Alright, not many passes to go. We'll be picking things up and moving into the next field. It's good. Trap DJ out his flower. Just put one in the middle. Prancing pony horse husbandry. No, I need the what are they? The Dark Riders? Completely changed the characters to be halflings. Give them 20 ears and furry feet, you reckon? There you go. Imagine making a farmsim map that was based on the lore of Lord of the Rings. Middle-earth. And Nazgul comes here chased by 5 black. Robes, are they bros? That was scary. I was actually thinking of, I've been making a list and adding to it. I need to put some, I need to find some custom bird sounds. Kiwis will appreciate this, but I'm going to find a spot around some of the streams to put some pukekos in. And then in the middle of the fields, maybe some plovers, some plover now noises. That'll scare some people if you're just driving along and suddenly hear a plover scream. Magpies would be a good one too. Waddle ladle doodle. Screech of a pukiko there. This of a possum in the night in the trees. So much potential. Gee, a tui would be fun too. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Some of these noises. Kiwi native birds. Oh, you need to have some breakfast and get ready, buddy. Middle Earth Farms and map. Oh. What am I doing? Right, what buttons I need? Oh, that's gonna annoy me. Sell the cattle to orcs. Surely it'd be the dwarves. You know, you can imagine Gimli just there with a big tea room. Middle Earth farm some map. You start with one ring, and you've got to harvest crops all the way to Mount Doom. But there'll be challenges you meet across the way. Kiwi, son of Gimli. Argsy, son of Rohan. And you were asking what we talk about and how I find stuff to talk about. Well, like I said, verbal diarrhea. G'day Stuart, good morning to you, welcome along. How you doing? Alright, a couple of passes left and we'll be out of this one. Dun dun dun. Great source of inspiration for Easter eggs. Yeah, I've definitely added a few ideas to my collectibles. Do you know what I might trick? How good would this be? You have a selection of collectibles that give you, I don't know, $50,000 each. But you also have the one ring as a collectible that takes away $100,000. But no one knows until they pick it up. It slowly makes you into Gollum. Right, lift that up. Some people don't want to look for them, shut up. Not on console you can't. Ah. You've got to... Yeah, I know. Everybody doesn't know that. So the thing is, the thing you've got to remember is just talking about everyone knowing everything. As I talked about before, like even the biggest YouTube channel, if we're talking about Daggerwin, Daggerwin's close to 1 million subscribers. He's still technically only reaching 1/3 of the FS25 player base, which would be even less because there'll be people who have subscribed to him for 10 years who don't play the game anymore. It's amazing when you start thinking of the whole, like this whole player pool. It's, you know, it's this big, and like just down here in this little corner, I never do that again, actually, is those who watch YouTube for the game. It's kind of puts things into perspective. Smee goals. G'day Tim, happy weekend to you, mate. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in, dropping a like, much appreciated as always. Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. Hope the family's good. Hope you've got a nice day. Surprised I don't see anyone out doing any field prep. What's that, I'm gonna think? The amount of ground Chinook's covered, you should have had the mulcher attached to the back of your trailer, mate. Stars align, the stars from the trilogy are gonna voice the friends on the map. Yeah. 100% of Elijah Wood, Viggo Mortensen, Orlando Bloom. Was it Liv Tyler? Off to a rainy spring, so I had to buy a new truck to play with since you can't drive the Camaro. Something you can go do on rainy days. Nice one. Great excuse. Great excuse. As long as you've got the 55k to spend, Tim. No. Okay. That's the one. If it adds to your playability of life, then go for it. I'm gonna get this in one aim. I was gonna get this in one go or not. Looks like we're either gonna go tight to it or we're gonna end up with a little strip that we're not gonna get. And the little strip for a couple of rows looks like it could be winning on the day. It's gonna be this one row here. Right. There you go. Toys that you occasionally use for work when you have to, right? gonna lie, my Meta Quest is one of those. I've used it for work, and it's a work toy, but it has so many more possibilities too. One row to rule them all. I feel like I'm going to have to do a Middle-earth themed trailer. Yeah, you can go back and watch the first ever Lord of the Rings trailer and try and theme it. Couldn't even tell you what the first ever Lord of the Rings trailer looked like now. Goodness. I see someone's gone to the effort of recreating the latest GTA 6 trailer in Lego. Animated Lego, at least, not stop motion Lego. I want to see me, yeah, sorry Tim. Yeah, just, I'll stop you from driving too close to me, you can... One row to rule them all. Dirty Dancing trailer. Oh, why not? What about the beekeeper? Find the worst Statham movie and replicate the trailer in Farmson. Cheers, Tim. Have a good one, mate. Good to see you. The latest is worse. What's that one? Oh, Working Man, right. Beekeeper was a little bit of something special, so I don't know how that's even worse. Can't believe I'm disparaging FSGs for work. I mean, it's not hard, Jay. You've been sharing today, Stuart. I did see actually. Did you comment and say started sharing in the UK? Oh, nice. Good one. How many sheep did you get through today? Oh, I know, right? Snatch, just fantastic. Even the transporter. Yeah. Oh look, we're getting some lime in here. It is lime time. Who cares if he's phoning it in since he made gold, partner? 250 a day. Nice, nice effort. Yeah, Chris rolling in the case, Uma. Sure, we'll jump to 39 for me. Richardson. I know. Gold partner. Always blows my mind when he tells me how many copies he sells. I almost want to make a challenge to anyone watching to go out and use a smaller partner's code, because these gold guys do a fantastic job for giants, but they're kind of at the pinnacle of what they can achieve, right? Go out and give a gold, give a bronze guy, give just a regular partner a helping hand. In Wales. Right. Hey Mojo Jojo, how you doing? You have an auto drive question. Well, fire away with your auto drive question. I'm sure someone will be able to help. Hanson speciality, you could jump into chat and talk to him. Hey look, there's a feed mixer on special, we should buy it. Hang on, we had $330,000 before, why are we down to 45? We've brought a truck and a trailer, apparently. Doing a stone picking contract and can't get the course plane auto drive to unload together. I think you're in the wrong mode. You need to be in... I can't remember. You need to be in... that one? Because that one's when you're wanting to fill up, like that's for food, like if you're doing lime spreading. You put your field in there, what field you're lime spreading in lime. Maybe it's, you could, oh no, it's unload combine, it's not going to work. I think that's the only option you'd have, and you'd have to put your field would be there, your tip point where you want to unload would be there, and obviously what you're wanting to deposit would be there. Pretty sure it'd be that one. Go back. That one there. Pick up and deliver. I think that's the only way you'd be able to do it. Oh, the camera's in the way. Ah, sorry. Pick up and deliver. Maybe move that. Oh, there's a way I can move that. That one there, pick up and deliver. So you'd put your field in there. That's where you're picking up. You're dumping at wherever you want to unload your stones, and you'd have to put stones in there. That's the only way you could do it, I think. I haven't actually tried doing it that way. Because that one you can't specify your field. That one's for spreading lime, so you put your field in there, you put your lime, where you want to load up from, and then lime in that one. That's your combine. That's just your drive to. But yeah, I'm pretty sure pick up and deliver would be about the only way you might be able to do it. I do. Yeah, I click when you're on advanced mode. So it's not on advanced mode. Is it? Oh no, we don't have course play. No, we don't have course play installed. That's why. But yeah, you click on the course play there. It's that button there because that's the AI worker. Yes, you click on that one. I click on that one, press start on here, and then when it gets to the destination, it should auto start. I think that's how it should work. Let me know how you get on. Where are we? to Stella. Got a toy. I haven't tried it that way. I haven't tried with something like stone picking where you're loading and taking something out of the field. Normally the only way I do that is with a combine and unloading, so it'll be interesting. Apparently this field is going to be converted into a grass field. And the one we've just harvested is going to have corn in it to make some silage. Right, welcome along everyone. 50 of you fine folk tuning in and watching at the moment. Thanks so very, very much for taking the time to tune into the channel. If you haven't already, always appreciate you dropping a thumbs up, leaving a like. Very much appreciated. And of course, if you're not subscribed, drop in a sub too. God, has that super chat notification been sitting there for the last, since Ben did that? If that's been, that's, oh my goodness. Ah, stop. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of that because I feel like that's been sitting there for the best part of the last million hours. And should get it working like that on River Bend, park the trailer at the side of the field, then using course play enable combine, self-unloading, that's a tractor and so. Ah, interesting. So you can, if you're unloading into it, okay. Interesting, Alma. Moshe, thank you very much for that, mate. It's incredibly generous of you, 5 gifted memberships. They're nice. Seraph, Troy, Loyal, and the Xbox Gamer picking up memberships there, courtesy of Mojo, thank you. If you'd like to make me another one, that'd be great. Your name's too long, Mojo. I thought I'd already adjusted my super chat line once, but it's going everywhere. Nice to stream on YouTube. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. That's all good. It just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I was going around the corner then and have my hand on the steering wheel. You have to report back. Report back on how you get on with auto drive. There must be a way you can change it. Almost there. Alright. I will wait with bated breath. Right, definitely yielding a lot higher in here in terms of our tonnage. What are we up to? 6.9 tonnes, so we're almost double in here what we were in the other field with the sorghum. Is it to be expected? Nice green patches across the field too, actually. Looking at our potential yield. Thank you. Oh, I missed a little bit. Which way did it actually make our roads across here? Along the drain. Oh, Stella. Alright, see if we can stop this time instead of making a mess. Alright, I can shoot through this real fast and we can use that last soybean field. Or we could do something different. Do some mulching. Field prep. Hey Klaus, good evening to you. Having a good Saturday in your part of the world? Of course. Now, it was dark when I started, but it's now a nice sun's up, sunny Sunday morning. Am I going to have to do this manually? I don't remember if I had the horse set up right. I think I did I? Oh no, I did. Just a couple of plants, that's right. 22:20, 8:20 AM here. Us. Is that 10? We're right. We're. I think this is 10. Maths is escaping me. 10 hours difference at the moment. Right. So, I'm just going to chop this part off here on the corner. You can see which way our rows are going to be heading. Yeah, horribly awkward little first few bits, as Chinook was complaining about how many twists and turns and changes of directions we've got to do. I'm wondering whether this is going to be the best way to harvest it or whether I just do it all freehand and harvest it my own way. Because we have to pick a straight line somewhere. Ah, you found it. And changed your name. Nice. It won't update on the gifted thing, unfortunately, but that's alright. Now, does this next row still going? Go all the way down the end because it does seem like it curves just that touch there. It's not too bad. Not too bad here. Much laughter coming. Alright, while I'm here, I can see those couple of plants over on my right. I'm just going to swing around those up. So they could be the difference between having a profitable year and a profitable year. Absolutely right with the auto drive. Nice. I'm pleased that worked. That's good. Good to know because it would have been trial and error for me as well. There we go. Glad it worked out for you. All right. I have to listen to the family conversation in the background. Boys are. Oldest boy's off to play football in an hour, and then after that, both the boys are going to go and hang out and go to a basketball game. I might have a nap. Old man nap. There you go, Mojo. Handsome was just saying if you've ever got any other questions, and that feel free to jump into a voice chat on Discord or try and troubleshoot it with you. Are you saying hello too? Hey Stella. Oh. There we go. Oh. You're getting too big to hold. You're getting too big to hold, aren't you? Hey? You're getting too big. Ah, that's my fingers. That's my fingers. Say hello to everyone. Hey? You say hello. Oh, you're gonna growl at me. Oh, thank you. Not my glasses. Not my glasses. I'm gonna hop down. Right, say bye. 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 Oh. She's a schnoodle, Mojo. So half schnauzer, half poodle. Yeah, allergy friendly. She doesn't shed any hair or fur or anything like that. Just needs to be groomed. Oh, you can see it on her face. Yeah. Yep. No, she's a good girl. He's good. Hey Bo, how you doing? Glasses are clean now. I'll need some windscreen wipers. Evening Crofter, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. How's things in your world, Bo? Where are you? What are you hanging out doing at the moment? Are you Taranaki or away? The new dogs had dual purposes. Oh, you haven't found a way. Oh, that's unfortunate. Nacky until lunchtime. Nice. I hope you had a good weekend with the family. Hello, Floyd, if you're around watching. Yeah, we do our she's only just coming up to January, February, March, April. Just coming up to 5 months old. Let's do the maths then. So yeah, she's just coming up to 5 months old. We've been grooming her ourselves, just giving her a trim and a cut and a clip. Noisy in the background today. Maths in public, I know. Maths in public. I mean, how do you figure out how many months is the end of the 5th month? Count on your fingers. Oh, I'll pass that on to him. Carter. Can you hear me? I will say hello to them. Alright. Couple more passes and we're out of this one. Pressing. I'm going to put grass into here. Is the official description. Official decision. Good field actually, that one near over there would be a good one to take grass into. We don't own that, but grass in there would be good at some stage when we get to it. Bit of fun playing around on Terrafarm during the week as well, exploring some of those mods, all the FS minor ones, and figuring out which ones worked and which ones don't. The additional fill types mod by Weasel is incredible for adding all those different fill types. That's very cool. Just going to back up and make sure we get this a little bit just here. Come away. Message. Right. There's even just like the gravel factory, I can imagine he's going to bring in more, but you know, without even getting too carried away with mods, with trying to take on some of those excavators and that, you can still use all the base game digging devices. Add in his gravel factory and the coal mine and those kind of things. Could be good. There's Hanson off with a load of something somewhere. Right. Boom, done. So I think we've got half an hour left. We're not going to get this big field done. Let's cut this down here though. And then we'll go figure out if we can do something to get that grass planted. Just a quick look here. I'm going to wreck this for whoever comes along next. Actually 2 headlands because this is... we're probably To be fair, we probably would actually get this done in half an hour, I reckon. Just about. Such a good field. I'll just take the end off it here. You could almost do this with just a because of the shape of it, you can't. I was going to say you could almost do this with just a single headland off each end, but it's just not straight down the other side. I'd be really keen to, unless we're going to expand the farm out, we could have even ploughed up some of the grass area around here. So much grass, so much space around these fields. Lots of room for activities. That's the one. Right. So let's just power that off. We're going to park that up. Let's see, what have we got option-wise? Kubota. We've got a Deutz over here. What's the Deutz? Oh, this is the service vehicle, isn't it? Fold this up. How do we fold it up? I'm not on the right tool, that's why. Oops. Nah. Here we go. Oh, do I have to? Is this one I have to hop out and go and stand next to? Oh, fold it up. Hide markers. No. Oh, deactivate surface function. Here we go. Oh, the cone's still there. Oh. Oh, there you go. I've gone. I've disappeared. I've disappeared. Ah, okay, so they appear and disappear as we drive. You shouldn't be able to fill on the go. Right. I mean, technically, and for realism, you wouldn't refuel on the go, so that's probably a good thing. This is not the military. There's not that much precision going on. Yankee Foxtrot Bravo. Approaching for refueling. Maintain present course and speed. Alright. So what do we got here? No, you go do it. It's fine. The new truck. Alright. Convenient bunker path to go through. Right, let's go and find the cedar. Some grass planted. I'm assuming you're going to go cultivate the field, or you're going to go cultivate the fencing. Oh, you're going to go start on 2. Okay, we're planting. Okay. Yeah. It's fine, I thought we were going to do the grass. Is our seed a direct seed? Yeah. Crampy one. It's not. Okay. I just want to have a look at it. I believe you. I believe you. Got the big Amazon. Yeah. I do believe. I believe 100%. I was born to believe. I'm a born believer. Come on. Okay. Alright, we're full of seed, which is handy. And we can change that over to corn and plant. Let's start planting. Oh, did you switch? Ah. That's alright, I'll go get the planter. I'll get the seeder. Sorry, I didn't realise you had switched. No, stay where you are. I'll leave that there and I'll head back the other way. I'm just moving equipment around so we can get... Oh, we're gonna crash. We can't organise to be at the right place at the right time. I don't know how we would ever refuel on the move. You're sent off for more caterpillars. Oh, very cool. Come on. Alright. Let's go have a look here. I haven't got time for you to be right back. I'm now waiting for you to finish cultivating what you've done. Select seed. Right, we want grass. My workers abandoned me. Right, there's a tractor up down there. Taking a drinks break apparently. Too smart, Stella. Stella. Alright. Oh no, he's back now. Or he's hired a helper, one or the other. They're allowed court mandated breaks. Not on my watch, they're not, Jay. We're running by New Zealand law. Server ownership takes precedence over regional location. Do we need to lime this field before I seed it? Or is it not matter for grass? Okay, I suppose we can do it afterwards. Awesome. Amazing how it doesn't look like it's doing much. What kind of sweatshop? It's exactly that. Jayhawk, it's a sweatshop. Right, looks like I'm going to go anti-clockwise around here. I don't know what sort of operation this is. It's opened up. Dictatorship, there's definitely dicks and there's definitely taters. Make an interesting map actually, North Korean one, wouldn't it? Well, here we go, Chris is going to go around in front of me. Right. It's my business to real life the same way. Amen. Good thing I went to steering assist at that stage because we were having a little bit of a collision there. Right. Now that on. Lower it down. Here we go. Oh, of course, that just pick up. Here we go. That's good, it's running the right way, right? Yeah. Good beast, this. How do you know I don't have them making shoes? With all the tariffs and everything, I thought we might get into semiconductor manufacturing. Or computer chip manufacturing. That's the noise in the background. Yeah, playing on the wheel today. Mining Bitcoin. Not worth it anymore. Not worth it. Right, we'll get this planted. So everything's working. Yes, 2 headlands. Gratitude? Mm-hmm. You got change of clothes for... Where is it? Come on. This could be the patchiest field of grass you've ever seen in your life. We'll see. We will see when we get to the end of it. Or if it's turn a tractor and a big long implement like this, then it was a rear wheel steered combine. Come on, catch up, leg. Yeah, too long. A little bit better, that corner. Still not perfect. Happy days. Alright, we're just going to sort of skip this little part here. We'll leave the planter down. Gives a better result in the end. I'll tell where I've seeded and where I haven't. Now we might have some patches we need to go back and do. I think that's a little bit of overspray from the lime spreader. It's fine. Using up too much of anything. Low input crop. Alright. It's not going to take us very long at all now. Headland's done. That's just the first one was the hard part. So it's got the big figure 8 cloverleaf, whatever you want to call them, tune going on there. Be a good choice, I might do the same. Easy as. G'day JP, how you doing? Welcome along. Welcome along everyone who's tuning in. If you're just joining the stream, appreciate having you here. Playing on Alma, Missouri multiplayer server. Been harvesting soybeans, harvesting some sorghum, getting some grass planted in this field. Convert what was a sorghum field into grass. Let's see, it's pretty chilling, I'm guessing. Over there, getting this field of soybeans done as well. You had Hanson and Chris helping out. So, plenty of work getting done. Still plenty to do. Got a big field that's been lined. It's going to need prepping and planting for corn. Got the other soybean field there's going to need prepping and planting. Animals to look after. Just lots going on. Good. I'm doing well, thank you. Doing well, thanks, JP. Always nice, like I just love doing the streams because you just get in and play the game. Not worried about a narrative, a story, a idea, a concept or anything like that which you might try and put into a video, so it's a nice way to do things. Right, so that's us 2 headlands done. What I was going to do. I have to wait a second. Here. Oh no, we're just going to carry on because this is liming where Hanson hasn't done yet, so we'll just carry on. It'll look a little bit patchworky once we're finished. That's for sure. A busy little corner of the world. Combines, cultivators, and seeders. I was trying to find some way I can connect the alliteration on that. No avail. What's a fancy word for seeding? Combines, cultivating, and Can't even do harvesting, harrowing, and horticulture. I don't know. Clutching at straws now. Just finish his. What there? He's not going to know where to go now. He's probably cursing me as much as I'm cursing him. Hey, Kerem, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Doing well? Hope Canadia's treating you well. I don't know, you're our tech expert. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. Go on, Kerem's got a YouTube channel. Kerem's been a part of the community for a very, very long time. Always shares. I love the things you share, mate. Like, you know, you're always sharing something on your community page, something about YouTube or software, hardware, gaming. Always very. I've picked up so many things from Kerem. Do go and check his channel out. And spending a lot of time working on PV County map, doing all the different productions and mining and farming things you can do on that. A very, very detailed map that one is. Five likes away from 50 with 50 viewers. I can, at the moment, my screen could be 50, 50, 50. It'd be great if it was 100, 100, but 50, 50 would be pretty cool. So if you haven't already dropped a thumbs up, make sure you do. Do I have a favourite tractor? I do. Probably my all-time favourite, and I don't use it enough. But I'm a big fan. I love the ARX. Just such a cool looking tractor. Some of those track tractors they're just cool to look at, but this 1050 is fantastic too. You get some big joules on it. It's such a workhorse in terms of the power, and it's got a nice road speed. Also become a big fan of Valtras as well. Just as a look, we're seeing heaps more of those Valtras around where I live. It's only becoming a more popular tractor, and they just they look good, and I love that they have a variety of colours. Like, they don't just have a brand colour. It's real good. So I'm kind of a jack of all trades after having had the chance to drive the new quad track when I was over in Racine at the Case plant last year. I mean, that's just a beast. But you know, just all of those tracks, it's just the technology and everything in them just blows my mind. Oh, look at that, you've got a neighbour in South Africa who's an 8RX, and you've got a Valtra T-Series. Nice one. There you go. The maroon red Valtra in the dealership in town. I've seen one of those around the Manawatu, and it had the dark tinted windows. It looked real good, Craig. Real good. Well, there's so much popping up all the time, Kerem. It's so hard. It's so hard to keep in touch with. Right, I'm going to have a look at my map once I've done and see how well I've gone with the plane, which I feel like I've done alright after all that. Sounds like we've got a tap dancer out there. I think he's bouncing a ball between. But we're going to finish this pretty much bang on time. Oh, the black rims as well, yeah. Yeah, I love the Valtras are cool like that. Tell you what we saw when I was at Fent was orange, like municipal fence. They look kind of cool. I think in this day and age, brands, some of these brands which might have been a little bit behind in terms of brand loyalty and that, they're finding some of these ways to be able to get these customers through the door and get them to change over tractors. They're understanding what's going to drag a customer from one colour tractor to another. Most brands are represented as Stratford, but the only thing that reps in Stratford, Bo. How you working, Karen? Happy to share. I'm working on figuring out how to add TerraFarm to a mod myself, so I can do a video on how to do that. I'm also thinking I might try and just do one to support TerraFarm with the how to map your joysticks for excavator work and things like that. So there's a couple of maybe three others. We will have to have a look. Right, let's just check the map there. How did we go for our coverage? Precision farming's not going to answer that question. Go to crop types. Back to best way is probably growing. We go a little bit around the edges and just one small little bit up there, which is still, what is that, stubble? Stubble tillage. I'll claim that. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not going to waste my time going and doing those little bits. So let's I'll tell you what, I'll do this little bit here because I can see it. And it is in the middle of the field rather than on the edge. There we go. This bit. There we go. Press that up. Turn that off. Press that button to fold things up. And pretty much bang on time. We'll be able to call it quits. We're going to park the seeder back up and we're going to put the tractor over on the planter because that is going to be the next job. So for someone wants to. This one doesn't plant corn, does it? Come on, we've had that conversation, Hanson. I don't know how to fill it up. Where do I fill it up? One of these? One of these? Now you'll actually have to tell me where there is seed in one of these. There we go, there's the seed. Which one's fertilizer? The first one. Can't be. No, I figured my keybinds out to solve the problem of jumping in and jumping back out. But where's the trigger for this? Oh no. Oh, there it is. It's just slow to figure it out. Alright, there we go. Oh. Oh, that was close. Just took out the dwights. Just finishing, babe. I know, but what did I do? I didn't do anything. Never saw anything. I didn't do it, nobody saw me do it, can't prove anything. Well, you aren't Dylan, if you need anything over 150 horsepower, deer is roughly the only option. Is that right? Crazy. Crazy. Brand loyalty changed since you went from deer to Massey and Fent. I've heard that a lot with the AGCO brands. And that's certainly something I've noticed. There's a lot of people jumping in that direction. pretty well represented brand. I think it's a lot like cars, right? You know, you're seeing these companies, the smaller ones are getting absorbed by the bigger ones, where we're going to get to the point where we might only have three or four primary groups. So, right, let's jump out there. Do a flight mode. Alright, so there we go. We've got grass planted over there. Shark's harvesting that. He's made a good dent in that one already. And Hanson over, where is he? Coming back around the other side, cultivating that. And Chris, I'm sure, will be keeping himself busy somewhere. So I'm going to wrap things up there for this one. Let's just have a look. I did see my good friend Mr. Rusty Money was streaming before. He is still live. I hope he is. He is, right. Give me 2 seconds because I am going to grab his channel. And I'm going to put it into mine. So when you leave, you will go all the way over there and go and support him. Love being able to support others. So put in a redirect. There's from other channels. Rusty Money is live. There we go. Yep. What do you need? What's your bag?
The yellow one.
That's right. Alright, good luck, bud. I'll see you at the game, okay? Sorry. Right, so. Hopefully that worked. Did I finish doing that after that? Customize. Yep. Right. My car keys are in the car.
Alma.
So, when we finished, go over and say hello to Rusty. Fantastic streamer. Love what he does. He's doing a challenge at the moment called the One Tile Challenge. We basically they own one plot of land on Carmlands and you've got $500,000 worth of debt to clear. So go along and see what he's doing there. A lot of fun. And just a general all-round great guy. Deserves your support. Alma's one of those maps which I love the look of, but there's a lot of good maps out early and they're not that many hours in a day. I know, right? It is very hard. But yeah, hopefully there's going to be some more, including a New Zealand map, so keep an eye out for that. Hey, John on the slot, Sunday Church with Argsy. Yes, and we're just about to end our worship today. So thanks for tuning in, my friend. But thank you everyone for hanging out with us today. Mojo Jojo for those 5 gifted memberships, you're a star. And Ben for the super chat, you're a legend as well. For all the new subs, welcome along. You guys are all fantastic. Live during the week, Wednesday night, probably playing some more Roadcraft, tackling a little bit more of the challenges we're facing there. So keep an eye out for that one. Thanks, Mrs. Prof. Starship launched this week too. So if you're fascinated by rockets and all things space and the next step of humanity in space, keep an eye out for that because it will be spectacular. Their motto is excitement guaranteed, and often there is. So jump in there, check that out. But anyhow, thank you everyone. Thanks Chinook, Hanson and Chris as well for joining in today. Pleasure having you guys here. Always open, the servers are always there if you want to join in. Keep an eye on when they're streaming because you might be able to join in and help out as well. But yeah, there we go. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Say hello to Rusty from me. A big Argsy raid coming in. And yeah, we'll catch you again soon. See ya. Bye. Gotta do my outro and then I gotta mute you.